check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. You really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they're curious. I mean, in my unit do it, it's so mysterious.
It's week 18 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Ravens and the Browns coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Baltimore defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Able to power through. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
Had the
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, Aguilar. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Ravens at 13-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience. All on display in that victory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
A first down carry for Henry. Pushes him aside at the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to look deep for Moore. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Christian Watson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass to his favorite target, Amon-Ra St. Brown. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he enters his final weekend as the league leader in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been a dynamic dual threat all season long. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Henry up the middle, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Henry. He stiff-arms him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Back now in Baltimore. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Quick. Hey, middle. Sit up.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Taken down at the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 10. A little under a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Watson. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Watson. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Watson to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to summon up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Stiff-armed him. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Baltimore, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.